I did YouTube Shorts automation for 30 days and it sucked. So I know what you're thinking, that's not quite the video that you usually click on. You've seen all the Shorts videos, you've scrolled through them all, you've seen how everyone's getting millions of views and making $2,000-3,000 off this great niche area. But I'm here to tell you that it's not as easy and not as passive as it's made out to be. So welcome to the channel. As many of you know, I work in software development. I'm an entrepreneur on the SaaS side of things. So I do things with SaaS businesses and web development businesses. But I thought I would get more into YouTube development and I wanted to learn more about automation AI. So I thought, you know what, let me give this a go. Let me see what these gurus are going on about and let's see if there's any truth to all this crap that I keep hearing about. If you did click on this video, then there's obviously the reason why is because you want to give this a try. So I'm going to go over 5 points which I think contributed to my failures at the time. I've had some successes since, but it's not as clear cut as it's made out to be, and there's some clear concepts which are obviously wrong, and there's some areas where if you're going to give this a go, if you concentrate a little bit harder and work a little bit better based off of my bad experiences, I think you will go a lot further, because it did work for me once I figured these things out. Now the first thing I'm going to hit you with is this. It's all about the niche. Now everyone always says, oh, concentrate on the niche, pick a niche, but generally speaking, we don't often get the right advice, or we don't understand how to niche into a sub niche. So a niche is something like F1, tennis, golf, which is a large area. But then if you go to a sub niche, you're talking like a golf clubs, you're talking tennis rackets, or you're talking F1, you might talk about engineering or a specific team like McLaren or the Red Bull, or you might be talking about cars, something along those lines. And there's sub niches within niches. Now what my issue was, especially with online selling, is that a lot of it rides on how good you are at picking out specific areas or specific niches. This is an area which I'm pretty bad at, so I usually pay someone to help me with this, but obviously I thought I'd give it a go myself, and I tend to go with like the worst niches, so like motivation or like education or like some sort of content which is already like mass saturated. And I had huge failures because I was regurgitating a lot of content, because there isn't a lot out there which is quite unique, which is going to lead me onto point number 2. But first I'm going to finish off by saying, pick a good niche or pay someone to get a good quality niche. Find a good quality niche that you can concentrate your content on. You'll have a lot more success going for something that people are looking for but is not already massively saturated. Now the second area where I failed pretty bad was quality of content. So going on from niche, you obviously would then want to put out some high quality content. Now I went for the spray and pray approach, where I pretty much did the whole automation thing, you know, copying text and having some text out there. So I was doing like a facts based shorts, and then I was doing like a motivation based shorts, and I was ripping content that's already on YouTube. I was regurgitating it, I was doing a few edits on it, then I was putting it back on YouTube. I don't think this is a good way to go. I thought at the time it'd be great, I'd get out 100 videos and then one of them's bound to go viral. But the point is that it didn't, and it won't, because YouTube already knows that that content has been shared before. The YouTube algorithm is always looking at new content which is related. So it's great to have motivational content or educational content or funny content, but try and make it unique. Spend a little bit more time or pay somebody if you can't, or if you're going to figure out yourself. Get good at editing and release a short 3 times a week that you spent 12 hours working on and editing, as opposed to 3 times a day when you've just bought them for $100, you know, for $5 or $10, and you've got 100 David Goggins shorts or Fiverr and you're just going to put them on. It's not going to work, I'm telling you. So following on from niche and quality of content, the third thing where I went massively wrong is not psyching on trending topics. So there's trending topics every day, but reading the news every day. You can use Google Trends to find what's popular at this time, you know, every day or every week, and you need to go off that, because trending topics are what people are searching for right now. The competition's very low because it's all fresh content and people are very interested in it. So whether that's the news, whether it's celebrity, whether it's the races, whether it's the game, whatever it is, get the trending topic, read the news every day, and build your content based off that for shorts, because that's what shorts is all about. If it's not like funny content, if you're not creating something to entertain people, if you're creating something to inform or educate, then go with trending topics. Even if it's not related to the niche that you're working in, there will be some way to relate it, and you'll see a massive spike in your retention and in how much your content is getting pushed by the algorithm if it's related to today's news. If you're speaking about things that happened last year or the year before, which happens a lot, or you're trying to go for an evergreen approach, that's fine, but it's probably not going to get the traction, because I genuinely don't believe that's what shorts is all about. Now the fourth reason why I think my shorts originally went pretty bad back when I first tried it out was because I wasn't using a new channel. I genuinely believe, from the research that I've done and from my own experience, that if you're going to create a shorts or a new YouTube channel, it's good just to create a new account for it, because you're new to the algorithm. If you're using an account that you've been sort of browsing YouTube with, or you know, a Gmail account that you've been browsing YouTube with for the last 3 or 4 years, you've probably been marked as inactive. I'm not sure if that's technically a thing, but I'm pretty sure that the YouTube algorithm is not expecting you to be posting, so it takes longer for you to build back up to get that initial spike to then go viral. So it's worth just creating a new channel. It takes a minute or two, a new account, a new channel. Don't make my mistake, just do it. Now, the fifth reason why I think I failed so bad is that I relied too much on what the gurus are trying to say. Now, most people on YouTube do not actually do what they say they're doing. They rip off content and then they tell you what they're doing because they're counting on the views of the video where they're telling you what to do. As you've all probably experienced, that's why you're watching this video now, because most of it's bullcrap, right? It's 99% bullcrap. And I'm here to try it out to tell you that actually this is bullcrap. And shorts is 99% bullcrap. There is some quality content out there, but don't go off what the gurus are just telling you to do. You need to go off your own experience. Now, since I've learned what went wrong, I have learned what went right, which is what I'm sharing with you in this video. You know, what to avoid or what to concentrate on more if you want to go viral with shorts and you want to actually create or make some money out of it or take a channel monetize, whichever way you want to do it. So don't just go off what the gurus are telling you to do. Go off your own experience. Try it out for a few weeks or a month and plan to be putting out content for at least 6 months. Figure out what hashtags you're using, what titles you're using, what thumbnails, well, you can't use thumbnails in shorts, but what content you're using, how well you're editing it, what music you're using, trending topics, and notice these things. And once you realize a pattern of which ones get the most views, that's what you need to double down on. Now, I really appreciate you watching this video, so please subscribe and like, because I'm going to bring a lot more content on debunking the myths that we see online from gurus about how to make money online and how easy it is. Like I said, I make my money in software and in the SaaS world, but I'm interested to explore AI, automation, YouTube, just to see how well it can go for somebody starting from zero and how much of it is actually bollocks, quite frankly.